Hello friends, welcome back my YouTube channel M.Sc. In this video, I will discuss alternating series, test of alternating series, absolute convergence and conditional convergence about the alternating series. So this is part 4 of series of real number, and you can watch my previous videos in YouTube channel MS and its playlist of series of like real analysis or series of real number. So in this particular video, I will explain you how we can okay, what is the alternating series? How can we find that alternating series is convergent? Test for alternating series, and then absolute convergence and conditional convergence for the alternating series. So let's start the video with this particular topic. So we have first a definition. So what is the alternating series? So basically, alternating series is nothing but a series, okay, in which you will find out something like this. So whenever you will have any of the sequence an, okay, this is called sequence is this is called a positive term sequence, and then if after applying this summation, you will say that this is nothing but series of positive terms. Now what will happen in that? Some terms are negative. Okay, some terms are negative, like alternatively negative. So a series is called alternating series if the sign of its terms alternate between positive and negative, such as a sequence given in the general form, that is what the summation minus 1 power n. Oh, sorry, minus 1 power n into an. Or we can say that summation minus 1 power n minus 1 or an. So it means for this sequence, this will start with minus 1. Okay, this will start with minus 1, like minus sign, and then plus sign, and then minus, and then plus. And this series will start with plus minus plus minus. What is the difference between this? The difference is only from n, because n is starting from 1 to infinity, and again here n is starting from 1 to infinity. If it is 1, then it is starting from minus of this minus sign, and it will start from plus sign. This is basically the difference. Okay, so the thing is that here an should be greater than, it means my an is it should be positive. Okay, but sign should be alternate, and from n belonging from natural number, it means n will start from 1 up goes up to infinity. Now examples, there are some example. Let's say 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. So this is nothing but a harmonic, alternating harmonic series, which is nothing but minus 1 power n upon 1 by n, which is nothing but summation of this. So you can see here, this is nothing but minus 1 power n, and this is nothing but your an, which is 1 by n. Okay, and this is what harmonic geometric progression. Okay, so this is these are the example of alternating series. Now there are tests for the alternating series, that is it a convergent or divergent. So first one is what? The Leibniz test for alternating series. So this is what the test is. Let an be a sequence of positive. If it is a sequence of positive numbers, then alternating series is what? Alternative series is what? Minus 1 power n minus 1 and an. It means if it is alternating series like this, summation minus 1 power n minus 1 or an, or it can be like this, summation minus 1 power n an, and converges if and only if. Now we'll discuss for this. If an plus 1 less than of an, means it is what? Monotonically decreasing sequence. It means an plus 1 less than or equals to n, monotonically decreasing sequence. And if it is monotonically decreasing sequence, and we will apply n tending to infinity, if it is 0, then we'll say it is a convergent sequence. It is a convergent alternating series. This is basically the proof. How you can prove this? If you have any of the Sn like this, then you can first find 2n. This is what? Even partial sum and odd partial sum. And this is nothing but the case of SOPS, sum of partial sequence. And you can easily verify that, and this is basically the steps of proof. This is not the proof, and this is the steps of proof. Okay, the hint by using that you can prove. But now our task is to identify that the sequence is like alternating series is what, my convergent or not. Now from here we can just take one more example, that is what? The alternating harmonic series. This is my alternating harmonic series. So I will just like that 1 upon, like 1 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1, like minus 1 upon 4. So from here, what is my an? That is nothing but n, and this is what? Monotonically decreasing sequence. It is a monotonically decreasing sequence. By Leibniz test, if I will apply limit n tend into infinity by 1 by n, then this is nothing but going to be 0. If it is 1 by infinity, then it is going to be 0. And if it is series with non-vanishing terms like this, let's say if it is like this non-vanishing term minus 1 power n minus 1, this is also, but now see, it is nothing but my convergence. It is nothing but my convergence. But for this sequence, for this series, it is a convergence. It is a divergence. This is the case of constant. Okay, and the constant series is always a convergent, always a the constant series is always a convergent, always divergent. Constant series is always divergent, but constant sequence is always convergent. These are two results here. Now what is the meaning? Okay, this is what about the convergency. Now what about the absolute convergence and conditional convergence? There are two words, that absolute convergence and conditional convergence. Now if series summation un is said to be absolute convergent, what is the meaning of absolute convergence? Let's say you have any of the alternating series like this. If it is an alternating series, then find the convergency. Find the convergency. Okay, find the convergency of this alternating series using Leibniz test, and find the convergency of modulus of this, which is nothing but an. Okay, find the convergency using the Leibniz test and using the ratio test, whatever that we have seen, ratio test. Okay, yeah, the ratio test. Wait, the ratio test. Okay, the P test, Cauchy condensation test. Okay, Cauchy nth root test, or we can say Cauchy condensation test. So using that, find this. If in both the case it is convergent, in both the case if it is convergent, then you will say it is a convergent series. Means that, see, a series un, summation un is said to be absolute convergent if its modulus is also convergent. If its modulus is also convergent, let's take one example. See this. I have this series minus 1 power n minus 1 upon n square. By Leibniz test, if I will apply n tending to infinity, this is going to be 0. This will go to 0, means it is a convergent. Now take the modulus, it means 1 upon n square. Now it is what? P is greater than of 1 means 2 is greater than 1. Then by P test, it is convergent. Now if it is convergent, then we can say in both the cases it is convergent, so that it is what? Absolute convergent. That one theorem comes here. Every absolute convergent series is always convergent. Every absolute series is always convergent. Okay, but converse may or may not be true. This is one of the example here. Because of that, if it is absolute convergent, then its modulus value is also convergent, and that is what the convergence series here. Now we have next conditionally convergent. Now what is the meaning of conditional convergent? Like this Leibniz test is going to be convergent, but if modulus is going to be divergent. Now take the example minus 1 power n minus 1 upon n. Okay, now take the limit n tending to infinity. So if it is n tending to infinity, then this is going to be 0. This is going to be 0. Okay, as n tending to infinity, it is going to be 0. It means that it is a convergent by Leibniz test. But if I will take the modulus, this is what? The modulus. So it is nothing but summation of 1 by n. Now what is the power? That is 1, which is not greater than of 1. It is equals to 1. So it is going to be divergent. Means its modulus value is going to be divergent. So it is known as conditionally convergent. This is what the concept of conditionally convergent. Then there are rules, some important results. Every absolute convergent series is convergent. Okay, every, that I have also discussed, every absolute series is convergent. Next, a conditional convergent series is convergent but not absolutely convergent. Conditional convergent series is convergent, but not absolutely convergent. It means that is a conditionally convergent. Now Riemann rearrangement theorem, what is the meaning? If a series is conditionally convergent, then by rearranging its term, once we can obtain different sum, or even divergence. In contrast of, if a series is absolutely convergent, then any rearrangement converges to the same sum. Okay, this is what the Riemann rearrangement theorem. It means using the rearrangement we can get, if a series is conditionally convergent, then by rearranging its term, once we one can obtain different sums. Okay, we can obtain different sums or even divergence. Okay, different sums or even divergence. Okay, this is the result. Now comparison with P series test. If you have any of the series like this, then you can easily say that if your P is greater than, or if your P is greater than of 1, then you will say that it is a convergent. If your P is less than equals to 1, then you will say your series is divergent in the usual case. But what about if it is what? So from here, for alternating series, if your absolutely convergent if P is greater than 1, and conditionally convergent if P is equals to 1, and divergent if P is less than of n. It means if P is less than of 1, n means n comes in a numerator, it means n tending to infinity, it will be 0. Okay, we'll take examples. So let's say P is greater than of 1, that we have already seen minus 1 power n minus 1 upon n power 2. It is absolutely convergent. This is what absolutely convergence. Let's say P is equals to 1. So minus 1 power n minus 1, that we have also seen. This is nothing but conditionally convergent. Let's say P is minus 1. So it is nothing but n minus 1 divided by n power minus 1. It means that summation minus 1 power n minus 1 into n. And what is the meaning? If it is n tending to infinity, then it is also infinity. So it is a divergent. So this is what important case here. Alternating geometric series. This is what alternating geometric series. If you have any of the series like this, n is equals to 0 to infinity. If it is minus 5 power n, then it is going to be 1 plus 5, and this should be, r should be less than of 1. So here r should be less than of 1. So let's say 1 by 2. So this is going to be 1 by 2. Then you can find then explicit example of convergence. There are some note points. If it is a convergent series, then we can say absolute convergent. Okay, if modulus is convergent, then we can say absolute convergent, and checking by the Leibniz test. If it passes, then we can find the conditionally convergent, and then we can overview is that it is a, otherwise it is a divergent. Okay, if it is not passes, if it is not passing, then it is a divergent. So this is what the important results or cases are there that we can also see. So thanks for watching my video. Keep watching IMX Maths. Thank you. Bye bye.